Good afternoon. I'm Janet Levitt, the Dean of the TU College of Law. Thank you very much to each and every one of you for joining us as we celebrate a milestone that any dean of any college will tell you is one of the most welcome events in educational administration. And here I'm referring to the addition of a permanently endowed faculty chair. We will have more to say about this auspicious step in just a moment. But first, I would like to recognize some of our guests. I'm honored that we are joined today by so many distinguished members of the legal community. Out here, I see elected officials, I see judges, I see members of the legal community, alumni, faculty, and students. In the interest of time, please excuse me for not recognizing you individually, but know that your presence and support are deeply appreciated. The University of Tulsa is fortunate to benefit from the counsel and care of an excellent board of trustees. Under their guidance, TU has made enormous strides in recent years, strides in facilities, strides in programs, strides in human capital, and national standing. Would those trustees who are with us today please stand or wave so that we may recognize you? Finally, it gives me great pleasure to welcome representatives from the George Kaiser Family Foundation, whose gift we are celebrating today. So please join me in welcoming founder and namesake George Kaiser, Chairman Phil Lakin, and I believe his wife Adrienne is with us. Okay, couldn't make it. President and Trustee Fred Dorwart and his wife Nanu. Trustee Phil Froelich with his wife Jana. And Executive Director Ken Levitt with his wife, well, this is not the first time the TU family has been brought together by the generosity of the George Kaiser Family Foundation. President Upham will have more to say about the broad and fruitful relationship between the foundation and the university in just a few moments. But for my part, as Dean of the College of Law, I want to spotlight the Kaiser Foundation's commitment to scholarship and excellence in the field of energy law and policy here at TU. The endowment that we celebrate today, establishing the chair in energy law, will produce permanent, ongoing support for an additional faculty member specializing in energy law as it will inevitably evolve and as it is currently evolving in the 21st century. We are deeply grateful for this gift. Endowed chairs provide distinct advantages in recruiting and retaining top scholars. They demonstrate an institutional commitment to excellence, and they form an essential bedrock and also serve as a magnet for program advancement. But we are much more than thankful. We are much more than grateful. We are passionate, and pardon the pun, but we are energized about the specific opportunities that a chair in energy law presents to us now, today. For we are all aware that the energy law landscape is rapidly changing, and this chair will enable us to join with the elite law schools to play a role not only in teaching, but also in effecting such change. The TU College of Law has a proud and productive history of scholarship in the energy area. The new chair, endowed by the Kaiser Foundation, not only represents a timely expansion of our capacity, but also punctuates that energy law in the 21st century will be so much more than the law school's historic core competencies of oil and gas, as well as environmental and natural resource law. The energy law that our students will come to know and practice will also involve the regulation of renewable energy sources and new energy technologies, and it is this generation of law graduates that will inevitably be called upon to tackle our nation's long-term energy resource needs. As you probably know, earlier this year, TU announced its partnership with the National Energy Policy Institute, or NEPI, which of course is another Kaiser beneficiary. Our new chair will enrich the work of NEPI and will in turn be enriched by NEPI. For we all, whether lawyers, engineers, MBAs, or economists, we all must recognize that the daunting challenges of developing a sustainable national energy policy are interdisciplinary challenges, and we must engage talent across the university, across the country, if we are to propel meaningful change. Our new chair in energy law embodies our unswerving commitment to develop perspectives and professionals for the 21st century. The chair will bring forward-looking breadth and coherence to our program, with the goal no less ambitious than creating the best energy law program in the country. On a bit of a personal note, I am well aware of the Foundation's goals and dreams for Tulsa. The College of Law shares in these goals. For our clinics, through our extensive pro bono initiatives, and through the very public values that we teach day in and day out, we strive to serve the community and those who are less fortunate at every turn. And today, with your generosity, this chair anchors a center of excellence which will attract talent to Tulsa and will serve a broad community by radiating innovative and game-changing ideas. Please join me in saluting the George Kaiser Family Foundation. Thank you, and now I would like to introduce the President of the University of Tulsa, Stedman Upham.
Thank you very much, Dean Levitt. It's wonderful to see all of you here today. We celebrate yet another milestone with the George Kaiser Family Foundation. In recent years, the George Kaiser Family Foundation has made substantial and principled investments in our community. Fundamental areas of support really are across the board, from community beautification to healthcare and education, immigrant rights, early childhood education. We know the legacy. It is going to be a huge impact on our community going forward. At TU, we consider ourselves to be extraordinarily fortunate to be a partner in the investments that the George Kaiser Family Foundation has made in Tulsa. Last spring, we were honored to join the foundation in announcing a comprehensive $40 million investment in TU in initiatives that will shape our university and help us move forward with our community in outreach and partnership. Included in that was a monumental gift to Gilcrease Museum that has helped the university take over management of that wonderful jewel of a facility and resource for the community. A very generous bridge loan to help us begin construction of the Lorton Performing Arts Center. I hope as you leave campus, if you didn't see it on the way in, it is coming out of the ground. You can't see it from the street, but if you get close, the foundation is pretty much complete. We are right on schedule despite the torrential rains. Financial support has also been proffered for our Film Studies program, for the Tulsa Undergraduate Research Challenge, and a new program in nonprofit management that was actually just approved by our curriculum committee. The package includes substantial support for KWGS, and I see John Durkee here. If you've enjoyed news in the morning on KWGS, local news in the morning, that has been brought to us by the George Kaiser Family Foundation. Support for the James Joyce Quarterly. Extraordinary support for an expanded student volunteer center that is taking shape under the leadership of Mike Mills. And, of course, support for our actively engaged Tulsa Immigrant Research Network right here in the College of Law. I will have to say it's rare in the life of the university to partner with someone and an organization that has the vision that is possessed by the George Kaiser Family Foundation. The Foundation's commitment to community advancement is a natural and powerful ally to TU as we extend education into our community. We want to prepare our students for leadership in the world, and there's no better way than embedding education in our community. In this context and spirit today, we are enormously grateful to inaugurate a new chair in energy law. As Dean Levitt stated, this position is a vital asset to our educational mission, and it is a vivid expression of the Kaiser Foundation's philanthropic vision. On behalf of Dean Levitt, our law faculty, many of whom are here today, and the entire TU family, I offer our deepest thanks to George Kaiser and the GKFF, to the trustees who are with us, and I pledge our best effort to translate this investment into yet another advancement that provides strong and positive returns for our community. Please join me in expressing our thanks to the Foundation. And now for a very special announcement regarding our Energy Law Chair, it is my pleasure to welcome George Kaiser to the podium.
Thanks, Ted. If it weren't for the incestuous relationship between the executive director of the George Kaiser Family Foundation and the dean of the law school, you wouldn't have to hear from me today. Ken, we're not going to do this on all the chairs. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Ted. University of Tulsa is certainly enjoying a period of outstanding leadership. The foundation is pleased to be working with TU, as Ted said, on several key projects, ranging from the Immigrant Services Program here at the law school, to the Gilchrist Museum rejuvenation and the Brady Arts District, to accelerating the construction of the new Lorton Performing Arts Center. In the sometimes hidebound academic world, it is so refreshing to see the innovative responsiveness we've experienced in our work with Stead and with Janet and with so many others at the university. The chair we're announcing today is part of a broader effort initiated by the George Kaiser Family Foundation through the National Energy Policy Institute to develop a new approach to reducing America's dependence on foreign oil, a problem we have allowed to fester for decades. There are two elements to this institute work. The first being the creation of optimal policy options to use energy more efficiently or shift demand to less polluting domestic resources. The second key element, located on the University of Tulsa campus, is to take some of the more promising technologies from the study and to generate new businesses and jobs in the community. This new endowed chair will assist that purpose and advance the university's leadership position in energy and in energy law. But this grant represented an interesting problem for the foundation. Up until now, Ken Levitt has always been able to elicit a unanimous decision for each of the foundation's investments. This is the first one that received only a majority vote from the three trustees. Phil Lakin and Phil Froelich enthusiastically supported the grant in all of its particulars. But we had to leave one director in the dark, Fred Dorwart. Why? Well, Fred, the foundation and the university are very pleased to inform you that the chair will be named in your honor, the Frederick Dorwart Chair in Energy Law. it's our collective hope that the professor selected for the Dorwart Chair and her or his students will embody the values and the example you have brought to your career in the law. The highest ideals of the profession, deep knowledge of the law, exquisite judgment, decency and civility in all that you do, and an unswerving standard of integrity and ethical behavior. So we congratulate you and Fred and Nanu and the entire family as we celebrate this great day for the law school and for the university. And thank you for being my counselor and friend for just the last 43 years. And let's get started in the next 43.
Fred, I know you don't enjoy the spotlight, but would you please come forward? At the University of Tulsa, as at all universities, an endowed chair really symbolizes the highest achievement of faculty accomplishment, and it is often symbolized by a real chair that reflects the seat that will be permanently created in the College of Law in this case. Fred, we are proud to have the Frederick Dorwart Chair in Energy Law. Under Dean Levitt's leadership, we will begin immediately a national search for a prominent scholar to fill this position, and we look forward to announcing that appointment as soon as possible. But in the meantime, we want to commemorate this occasion by celebrating the endowment of this chair with a couple of real chairs. So if you'd come with me. These chairs are engraved with the title of the chair, the symbol of the university, actually the name of the university, not the symbol. And there is one for you and one for the foundation, George. We hope you will enjoy them.
I'll get you back. Just remember, you have to tell me when it's time. Okay. This is a great university, and I'm proud to be a really, really small part of it. What George is doing for Tulsa is unbelievable. Those of us who are associated with him, if you really knew how much he has done and how extraordinary it is, it's tremendous, and I'm proud to be a small part of it, George. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nanu and Laura, for being here, and Wynn, and all my friends. Thanks a lot.